Sensolator is an app that helps control counters and sensors on stationary units. In case of equipment failures, the application will send notifications. Sensolator allows managing units in real time, simultaneously having access to different parameters. The interface has 3 work areas: the left side panel containing the list of units with their properties, the desktop occupying most of the screen to place sensors and counters, and the top panel with a number of useful customization tools, including desktop navigation buttons, desktop background changing buttons, notification settings, add URL address or camera button, and notifications indicator. To make the unit's monitoring convenient, in Sensolator you can open up to 10 separate desktops, and you can switch between them depending on the current task. The navigation buttons area contains a special button that allows either copying the existing desktops or deleting them. For example, you can monitor 10 different units, or you can control 5 tasks, have a map, and a desktop for streaming videos. You can name desktops, set individual backgrounds, such as map, a color pattern, or a picture, and call them using hotkeys, digits from 1 to 9. We have configured 4 desktops: tanks for unit storage tanks, pumps for unit gasoline pumps, 1 desktop to display the units on the map, and 1 more for web cameras. Let's configure the display of the desired sensors. First, open a desktop, choose the background, and add the sensors or counters you wish to monitor. To do this, choose the desired unit in the unit list and click on the View Properties button. In the dialog window, you will see the basic unit data: unique ID, the latest received coordinates, custom and administrative fields. Below are the counters and sensors configured for the unit. Choose the item you need and click on the Pin to Desktop button. Since our unit is storage tanks with different fuel types, we will choose fuel level sensors for biodiesel, diesel, regular 92 and premium 95 gasoline, and the corresponding temperature sensors. The chosen sensors will be added to the desktop. Alongside the Pin button, each sensor counter has Show Properties and Show Chart buttons. You will see these buttons on the sensor counter windows on the desktop as well. To finalize this step, click OK. Now we have 8 windows with numeric information. Let's configure the way the information is visually presented. This can be done as shown on the desktop tanks. Here, the fuel level information remained numeric, but the background picture changed as to imitate fuel tanks. The temperature sensors look different. They are presented as scales. How do we change the way the sensor window looks? Press View Properties button on the window. The top left section shows the way our sensor looks now. The top right section gives a choice of window types. Each sensor can be presented as figures, needle, chart, scale, or switch. Temperature sensor presents information best when it is a scale. We choose one of the options and proceed with further configurations. For the unit gasoline pump, the most suitable visualization template is switch, as it only shows the on or off pump state. Now we decide whether we want to see unit's name and whether we want to see numeric data as integers or as decimals. We also define the value range for the scale. The sensor might have a background picture of your choice. The right bottom section allows configuring notifications. Choose the permissible range of the sensor values. Choose the method of notification delivery and decide whether you want notification when it is within or outside the set range. Turn on the notification. As soon as the condition is satisfied, you will get an SMS or an email, and the notification indicator will turn red. The sensor window will turn red as well. The top panel contains the notifications indicator that shows the number of active notifications and turns from gray to red. Add the phone number and email address to which you want to receive SMS or email notifications about an event in the notification settings in the upper right corner. The window is configured. If you wish to use the same pattern for other sensors of the type, check the box "Make this style default for all sensors of the same type." As you see, now all temperature sensors look the same. If you want to see changes in parameter values, use Charts option. You can do this in a number of ways. Go to the unit properties, choose a sensor or a counter, point at it and click on the Show Chart button. Or point at a sensor window on the desktop and click on the Show Chart button. One more option is double-click on the counter sensor window. Yet one more way is to go to Sensors Properties and choose a chart template. This type of chart differs from the rest in that will only show values received in the current session. To analyze the changes of the parameter in detail, you can easily zoom in a specific section of the chart by moving the borders. Besides, in the top panel you can add a link to see the streaming video from your cameras. Click on the Add New URL to Watch button and enter the camera's URLs. You can resize the streaming windows as well as drag them where you want them to be.